Sci-Fi TV and movie channel. How is everybody? It is not Wednesday, it's Thursday, so a little bit different, and I know it's just me and my lonesome today. But Sarah's in chat. She's still recovering from surgery, so say howdy to Sarah. Jay's busy. He's got some stuff going on for today. So we don't necessarily have a succinct set topic, but we got some fun things, I guess, that we can do. We've got a Canva popped up that we can do a little tier list about. I know people mentioned Stargate Atlantis earlier. I think it was Modest Traveler talking some Stargate Atlantis, which, I'm always in for. What do y'all think? What would y'all like to do? What would y'all like to talk about? This is a little bit more middle of the week, kind of end of the week, hangout kind of as well, before we jump into the weekend and before we hang out again on Sunday, of course. Anything specific that y'all would like to do? A tier list would be a lot of fun. I do have Canva pulled up so we could do something. I know, where is it? I think Icarus was just talking about the Fantastic Four trailer, which is a good spot to start on, I guess. I know it's not Stargate, but hell, we can talk about it anyway, if it's just a little bit of a hangout. We'll hang out with a little sci-fi, which it very much felt sci-fi. It was, let me go ahead and keep that little chat on so people know what we're talking about if they hop in here. Fantastic Four trailer. What did y'all think about it first? Did y'all enjoy it? Did you not enjoy it? Were there things that you liked about it and things that you didn't? Did anything stand out in good or bad ways? I think the thing that stood out the most to me that I enjoyed was actually the Thing. I like Ebon Moss-Bachrach as the Thing in a big way. I think the CG looked really good. I have zero problems with it. I don't expect it to be a practical suit, and as much as I do like practical over CG for the most part, if you can do it, it's a rock man. I mean, it's a rock man. I'm a fan of, I guess, the way it turned out looking in the trailer. At least I hope it looks that good and continues to look that good, and maybe even starts looking better by the time we get the film. Sue Storm was really good in that. I think Vanessa Kirby and Ebon Moss-Bachrach are my two favorite actors of the bunch. Not necessarily favorite. I think they have the most talent, and I don't think that's to take away from any of the other talent in there, because everybody that they have is very, very, very well. I think cast and just generally talented. I am not convinced with Pedro Pascal yet. I love Pedro Pascal, and I'm not saying I guess the other two are immensely more talented. I just feel like either one of them would be sitting on an award by the time they age out of acting or retire, et cetera, et cetera. And although Pedro is going to probably get a bunch of like Emmy awards, things of the sort, I don't know if he'll ever end up with an Oscar. And I don't say that in a bad way. He's like literally one of the most solid actors. Like, you can hire him and he's going to 100% do exactly what you need him to do every single time. I just don't know if he's going to. I think he's almost like a John Bernthal. I don't know if he'll ever be rewarded for that solidness, if that makes sense. But Pedro just didn't necessarily fit for me. Not yet. I mean, hell, I'm not opposed to it. The dude's awesome. I really did like Raul Coley. I wish he would have gotten the role. It just, it's a missed opportunity for him. I feel bad for him and Disney. But I think Pedro could be good. Buckethead, are we talking about Galactus? Galactus, what are we thinking? The dude is twice the size of the Statue of Liberty, maybe 3 times the size of that Statue of Liberty. He barely casts a shadow over Manhattan when this is the guy that's supposed to be able to eat planets. I don't know. I trust Matt Shakman more than I guess I like Josh Trank as a director in his kind of creativity, but he just didn't do a good job with Fantastic Four, I hate to say. Ian Grufford looks like an awesome Fantastic, like a Mr. Fantastic, excuse me. Those movies just, I don't know. They didn't hit as well as they could. I think this is a much better cast overall, a much better crew, and not to take anything away from, I guess, the crew behind the scenes there, but once again, early in the superhero not early in the superhero genre, because it's not early by any means then, but as superhero movies are taking off in the mid 2000s, nothing's like set under their feet, and I guess they were trying to go a little bit more campy of a tone than the X-Men typically were going at that point. Even though they could have crossed over, I don't know if they were planning on ever doing that. This feels like it is less campy than other Marvel stuff, which I'm happy about. If y'all remember my rant from this past Sunday, I think. I think it was this past Sunday. On my lonesome again, y'all got me ranting. Surprise, surprise. About kind of like the James Gunnification of a lot of film. And once again, love James Gunn as a filmmaker, but it's not good when all of Hollywood or all of any major focal point of any industry kind of hyperfixates on one way of doing things. It's good to have competition. It's good to have a variety of ideas, perspectives, and things going at it. Yada yada yada, whatever. But Fantastic Four, this new trailer, I think, does that well. It looks like it does that well. I'm actually more excited than I thought I would be after the trailer. It didn't necessarily hype me up for the film, but it's piqued my fancy, piqued my interest, if that means. You're not really alone if you have the cat. That's true, but guess what? They're not back there, so damn it. But I got y'all, Juliet. We're good. We're good. Am I alone in my thoughts on the trailer, though? Or do y'all kind of feel the same? What if Agatha had defeated Galactus? The what if about her defeating... Oh, what's his name? Tiamat is the one that's in the Earth. Arishem. Yeah, her defeating Arishem, the Celestial. I really liked that episode. I didn't necessarily love the last season of What If, but stuff like that might be on the table if we have Galactus coming into the planet. How do we defeat Galactus? And also, do we think Galactus comes into Earth 616? Or do you think Galactus... You know what? Here's a theory. Here's a little film theory that we can go on real quick. Because we know this is a little bit of a fantastical world. Good time to use the term. The feel is different. It's a futuristic and past kind of simultaneous thing. It almost feels kind of Fallout in that sense. The past and the future meet, and we don't necessarily know where the present is when we're watching this trailer. And that kind of tells us, well, we're not in Earth 616. We're not in main MCU world. So we're sure these guys are going to probably find their way to Earth 616, maybe by the end of this movie, or maybe, hell, Battle World from Secret Wars and Doomsday is going to be coming up in the next few movies, so maybe they get kind of, not sit on the back burner, but tossed along, kind of, they find their way in the B plot of the MCU for a bit until these next two movies come out in the next few years, and we meet them on Battle World again until they're in 616 or whatever world we end up combining into. It is like a retro future. That's a good way of saying it. Retro future. That's kind of perfect. Another YouTuber said that the scar in the trailer looked like the Incursion scar in the Spider-Man movie. Ooh. Yeah, actually, yeah, it really did. It looked like the end of the scar at the end of the Marvels as well. Retrofuturism isn't disco. I'm assuming you're talking disco Trek. Yeah. Do we think, I guess my thought process there, the retrofuturism of it, do we think that Galactus wins? Do we think the Fantastic Four loses in their first movie? Because that is my theory coming out of the trailer, and my thought process behind it is I think they're going to lose. I don't think they end up being happy. I think we watch a family come together in a lot of ways, because I guess we're not going to get their origin story and maybe more than either the intro or a kind of flashback of sorts. It doesn't seem, which I like, I appreciate. Might as well just, we've seen it twice and we all know it, so might as well just jump into it, you know? They lose, TVA brings them to 616. That's a good theory, Icarus. I don't know if the TVA does it. I think we're going to see Reed Richards prove how smart he is, and they're going to start going through time and stuff, we obviously see them with all their fun little gadgets and stuff from their Baxter building. I might even think that, I'm guessing, this isn't a theory, this is a guess, that they might find a way to get the entirety of the Baxter building and all their toys and trinkets, etc., into 616 somehow, or onto Battle World, and that could act as almost a stronghold of sorts. If it gets put on Battle World, that's spitballing. That's just kind of, that's not part of the theory from earlier, but maybe could join it if we can thread that together well. Matt, how are you? And Quest. I hope they lose it first, bring back the hero struggle. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I think is the best approach. And Shackman is a talented filmmaker in his own right in a lot of ways. And I feel like he would maybe take that kind of approach. I'd love to see it. You think they would kill a second Reed Richards after Doctor Strange's mom? Oh, Multiverse of Madness. They killed Doctor Strange's mom. That's morbid. But no, Multiverse of Madness. Let me reread it. You think they would kill a second Reed Richards after Doctor Strange's Multiverse of Madness? Hell yeah. I think they'd kill a few Reed Richards. I think this oh no, they killed Strange's mother. I'm thinking there might be a way to get the Council of Reeds in here. I know a couple years back there was a little thought process or leak or something that, oh, well, we're going to get a council of Captain Britons and have that kind of council, that multiversal, I forget what it's called, multiversal council, something like that. And that would be really cool. That would be really cool. I just feel like Reed Richards is the person they're going to do something along the lines of that with first, because they've already done it with Kang, and Kang is already correlated very, very, very heavily with the Reed Richards literal dynasty, family line, genetics, all of the above. So, Council of Ricks called Rolled Reed Richards. I'd kill Reed Richards just to revive him and kill him again, ball style. Is the best way to do it. Spaghetti the guy up a few times, you know? Yeah, I could see them doing that and taking out a few Reeds that way and having maybe the Reeds overtake somebody at the end. I don't know. That's kind of simplifying it. There's a lot of other characters that have to go on before we get to a point like that. And obviously we need to watch this movie itself to be able to further our theories here. But I think that would be a good place for them to end by the end of this Fantastic Four, the first steps. We show the first steps. I think the first steps are not the first steps in this world. I think because we're going to see them. It doesn't seem like we get the intro. Excuse me. It doesn't seem like we get their backstory. We'll get that in a flashback or an intro kind of scene. So I feel like the first steps are going to be the first steps towards 616 in the MCU. Yay, nay? Is that what the first steps are referring to? You think it's their first steps as a team? Do Reed and Sue have a child during this movie and the child has its first steps? I don't know. It's a theory, a film theory, but what are y'all thinking? It will be Nagatha Doom all along, mark my words. I heard Reed is writing something about a universal bridge on the chalkboard in the trailer. It makes sense. It's hard to gauge how large Galactus is. The Shadow, he looks huge. Then we see him kind of looking small. Yeah. Fantastic Four. Two-step. Get a little two-step going, you know? Observe natural evolution. Does Galactus observe natural evolution, or does he just kind of screw it up? Quinn Mallory? Who's Quinn Mallory? That's not what's his name? That's not Jake Gyllenhaal's character. That's what's Mysterio's name? Mysterio. What is your name? Am I crazy? Anybody else said it? Quinn from Sliders. I see. Quinn Mallory. Okay, I never seen Sliders. If you couldn't tell. Okay, Beck. Quentin Beck. That's why I was thinking that. That's why. Okay, I didn't even see it. I couldn't find it on the Google search. But yeah, that's interesting. I'm thinking it'll be a decent film. Another show Harris must see. Hey, we'll add it to the membership streams somewhere along the line. We need to figure out the in-betweeny shows between all the different Trek shows. A Galactus Kaiju. Ayo. I mean, that's essentially what he is. He's kind of the biggest of all the Kaiju. Well, he's bigger than let's Google this. Is Galactus bigger than a Celestial? Is Galactus a Celestial? He's not. Bigger than Earth, yeah. Than the Celestials. Let's see this. At his maximum size, he's comparable to the other Celestials. However, Arishem the Judge is physically larger and more imposing. Oh, well, if that's the case, was it Joey? I think it was Joey. Joey, it was you that was talking about Agatha all along, right? Because in What If, we literally see Agatha take out Arishem the Judge, the Celestial, the leader of the Celestials. I'm not convinced that Agatha's going to pop up and take out Galactus in Fantastic Four. Who is John Malkovich's character being theorized as? I know some people have theorized Puppet Master. Some people have theorized either Reed Richards' father or one of his, or Franklin Richard coming from the future. The Watcher. What about the Watcher? Thank goodness he's not the fart cloud from Loki. Or the fart cloud from Green Lantern. He's playing Stanley. Oh, that'd be great. You know what? Let's Google that real quick. Theories on who John Malkovich is playing. Is in Fantastic Four. Any good articles? I guess we probably shouldn't watch any YouTube videos. That'll just get us copyright. Oh, Mole Man. That'd be interesting. Yeah, he could be Mole Man. Would y'all like him as Mole Man? I don't see how that would make sense, though. Who's that? That's... I don't know the last two off the top of my head. Oh, come on. I thought we'd get some good photos to give us something. Nathaniel Richards, Reed's father. Okay, so is that Nathaniel Richards? Mole Man Harvey Rupert Elder was a nuclear engineer rejected by his peers due to his fascination with Hollow Earth theory. During his underground explorations, he discovered a realm called Subterranea and became its ruler, using his new resources to attack the upper world. Oh, that's Mole Man. The Red Ghost. I heard people say that. Is that the Red Ghost? Or is that the Red Ghost? Because that's some Russian stuff. And that might play into some of the Captain America kind of stuff. Because obviously he's going to have some Bucky and some Red Hulk and everything. Red Hulk's not necessarily Russian, but, Red Guardian, Red Hulk. Same theme, I guess. They could play with it. Not same theme, but close enough. You know what I mean. Uh, yeah, I don't know. None of those are really standing out to me. Gandalf, he's playing Gandalf. Agatha can't show up to save the day because she's in the MCU. She's spoilers. Well, let's go back to the magic thought, because that's what I was trying to think of. Could John Malkovich be playing some kind of magic character? Maybe there's not even magic in the Fantastic world, in the world of Fantastic Four where we meet them, or magic in the sense that we know it in the MCU. If there is, though, and it's not Agatha, it's not Wanda, is there a magical figure that y'all think could fit in from the Fantastic Four's kind of repertoire? Because Spider-Man's been on the Fantastic Four. I'm thinking, because there was almost an allusion to the making of the what's it called? Their group that gets bigger than four. Come on, I know it. The not fusion. Fantastic Four group. This is what Google's for. For alternate group name. What is it? Come on. Am I crazy? Anybody else got it? No. Okay. Okay. Come on. What? Oh, come on. It's the easiest thing. It's like another double F or like something like that. No, not the Frightful Four. That's the bad one. Am I crazy? I'm trying to think of it. Larger group name. That's the better one to say. Why is Google not helping me out here? Fantastic Four, teams and groups. Okay, this is gonna drive me mad. Where is it? Where is it? Anybody? I'm gonna go crazy. Doctor Doom equals Tony Stark plus Doctor Strange. They're evenly matched. Yeah. Oh. Doctor Doom might be the person that comes in to save him. That might be a good theory. We know that Uatu the Watcher's in the Fantastic Four film and that he's played by the same actor. Oh, is he really? Why can't I remember anybody's name today? Jeffrey Wright. Jeffrey Wright? Right? Am I crazy? Yeah, Jeffrey Wright. Okay, I don't know why that it was one of those things you say, then like it doesn't sound right as you say it. I still can't think of the other Fantastic Four. It's like the Fantastic Four team with She-Hulk and Spider-Man. Not the new Fantastic Four. Oh my god, this is gonna drive me crazy. Okay, I gotta get off of that, or we're just gonna get stuck on it for 10 minutes. Doom just doesn't have a signature cackle as good as Skeletor. Doom is kind of Skeletor in a lot of ways. I would really like to see Doom take that role on. If there is a magical force that happens to be potent enough to save them from an Aeroshim level threat like Galactus, and we've seen in What If that magic is something that can very succinctly take on something of that size and level of threat. Dr. Doom, being smart and applying his logic and tech-based thinking and stuff of the sort, might be able to go breathe in space for a bit and also use some magic. He doesn't need to be this giant being like Agatha was in What If. he could totally just magic it up in a cool suit that's space worthy. I don't know if he's going to use the same kind of hexes that she used, but it could be something similar. It probably wouldn't be the exact same way, but I could totally see him taking a very similar approach, and I'd love to see that at the end. And maybe that, I don't know, because now you're making me think that, because if that happens, they win. But then Doctor Doom gets a bunch of extra power, and maybe that Doctor Doom gets all that power and starts to create battle world and all that. Is that how it happens? Are we theorizing it together? Are we piecing it together right here? Doom could, but he's so old he needs an origin story movie. RDJ might do Doom in this alternate of this alt verse of this Fantastic Four movie. Okay, while we're talking about it, while we're on the Doctor Doom and Fantastic Four topic, RDJ's Doctor Doom. I'm personally not a big fan of it. Do we think Doctor Doom at RDJ Doctor Doom is going to be Doctor Doom for the MCU proper, or as an alternate one that kind of takes over this battle world, and maybe an alternate version of himself is the best way to take him down? Doom and Altverse might be like Spock and Mirror Mirror. We could forgive Doctor Doom for that. I don't think Doctor Doom is in the movie until end credits. That makes a lot of sense as well. We also know Dr. Doom is 100% for sure in the movie. He was in the teaser for the trailer. Was he? Where was he? I didn't see him. But I wouldn't be surprised if just, a little bit more eagle-eyed view saw it. Sarah's saying she hopes an alternate one. I really hope so. I love RDJ. I just don't think he's a good Dr. Doom. And he's an amazing actor, so he definitely has the opportunity to change our mind. And I would love to see him change my mind. I just haven't been convinced on that one just yet. Doom has to be more than just a credit scene. He had an actual line in the teaser for the trailer. Yeah, that would make sense if that's the case. Was it RDJ, Mark? I'm hoping this Altverse will be walled off and protected from the multiverse. It's a clean slate. There's no way it's protected from the multiverse. There's just not. We know Battle World's coming with the Secret Wars and the Doomsday films, so at best, I feel like this is going to have an incursion on here. At worst, this universe is going to be blipped out of existence by the end of the film. John Malkovich is playing Ivan Kragoff, the Red Ghost in Fantastic Four. That I feel like I have seen a bunch of people saying that. The second I saw Red Ghost in that article, I was like, that's right. I could see it. I don't know a whole bunch about Red Ghost, but I like the idea of it, and I think it fits where they're going within other projects with the Thunderbolts and Captain America, at least. And that's all this year. And if all three of those projects loosely correlate, it would kind of feel like MCU of old, where, hey, Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America don't necessarily have anything in common, but hey, this small little piece here and this small little piece and this small little piece do. And they're all leading towards the same thing from very different angles. That would be nice to see again. That would be a good return to form, and in a very positive form for the audience to see, because it would be very different than what we've got in the last 4, 5, 6 years. Malkovich is good in everything. Yes, he is. He'd be good as Doom, but since he was Iron Man, does not make sense to me. He should be a different actor. I'm with you. Yeah, RDJ Doom had a line and was shown in the teaser for the trailer that was dropped the day before the trailer, but was completely absent from the actual trailer the next day. Okay, sick. I didn't realize that. I don't think I've seen the teaser trailer then. Let's not watch it. We're gonna get copyright again if we try to do that. I'll watch it after, but I do like the idea of that. It would be cool. I like the idea of him being that Iron Man, Doctor Strange combined, and you get that magical aspect to a tech kind of based, power hungry kind of guy. Not bad. Okay, we can keep talking this, but tier list. Any tier list that we're thinking about? We're gonna do a fun tier list at any time. I'm gonna type in tier list. We can just jump in on this thing. Yeah, we've got our Fallout list. We could continue our Fallout list, but Stargate. So let's do a Stargate tier list if y'all are down. What kind of list would you like to make? Something maybe. Oh, do you want to just do a tier list of everybody that's an SG1 team member, and see how good they are, and how helpful they are? Honestly, everyone's going to be pretty high up there. We can rank every single Stargate team member. That'd be fun. This is a good one to start on, I guess. Stargate teams. The best of. Oh, add in a little text box. What? This one should be best of the best? Or we can literally just do, what is it? S for like supreme. Is that what S always stands for? A for a really good tier. Why am I blanking? Y'all remind me what it goes. S A. Ooh, best villains too. That'd be fun. Best episodes. Ooh, but that's a lot to also ponder and think about. Let me also zoom this in. We don't need all these extra pages. So, oh wow. So we all have a better view of everything. What is? I gotta Google what an actual tier list looks, because it doesn't just go SAB, does it? I don't think so. Oh. Oh yeah, it does. Okay, I'm just being silly. Oh, B. Yeah, I don't think any of them are going to be Fs anyway, so CD is perfect. D, cool. We don't need those little snacks in the bottom. We might as well zoom in so we can figure it out a little bit. Is that visible for everybody? There we are. How's that? We're not going to talk about the Jurassic Rebirth trailer and how much that new dino looks like Rancor from Star Wars. Oh, David, that's a great reference. Oh, yeah, no, I really like the Rebirth trailer. My roommate is one of my roommates is a huge Jurassic Park guy, and he just he was not excited for it, not ready for it. He was thinking it was one thing, and was convinced it was one thing. I was like, hey, rewatch it, rewatch the trailer, and he actually rewatched it. Was like, okay, that's a lot better than I expected. But he's not convinced on the human thing. He doesn't like the human dinosaur hybrid, and I've got to admit that would be my kind of largest skepticism as well. But the rest of that trailer, and I do really enjoy the jokes of people saying, "Oh, Jurassic World Romulus," because it did look like Alien Romulus trailer in a huge way. It looks so good. What were all of y'all's thoughts on Jurassic World Rebirth, real quick? Should we do this by pictures? That means I got to download a lot of pictures real quick. Every Stargate team member. Oh, I need individual photos, please. Let me just do. Oh, I said Amanda Carter. Samantha Carter. Or Amanda Tapping. One of the other. One or the other. Let's do Teal'c. Samantha tapping. I hope ScarJo is the. Oh God, why do they need to go after the 3 biggest possible dinosaurs so the movie can happen? Okay, so that was what my roommate was kind of hung up on for a second and was kind of frustrated about. He was like, they spent 6 movies getting the freaking dinosaurs to the mainland, and now they're immediately just throwing it out. And I was like, hold up, let's rewatch it again. And we rewatched it. They do not say that. So going into it, I thought from all the articles that came out and everything that it was sounding like there were going to be a few small isolated pockets left on Earth where dinosaurs were viable. It turned out the dinosaurs spreading across the planet wasn't good for them because they couldn't adapt to every climate. So there were isolated pockets where they flourished and did really well, but they couldn't do super well everywhere, so on and so forth kind of deal, you know? I don't know if that's the case or not because they didn't elaborate, so we don't know either. Off to doctor appointment. Have fun, y'all. Daniel's S tier. Damn right he is, Sarah. We're putting him there. Good luck. Tell us if everything goes well or not. But so it's not that they have to go. It's not that they can't go find these other dinosaurs elsewhere in the world, is my guess. It's that this is the one place they know all 3 dinosaurs are specifically at. And they can do it and accomplish their mission in one mission and not have to spend more dollars and time and effort to go across the globe in these different areas, even though that would be a really fun new trilogy or something. I don't know. I really do like the idea, and it made sense once I watched the trailer again, thinking about it, like, okay, that would make sense where you're going to just do the most efficient task you can, I guess, for lack of a better thought process there. It would be the most efficient way they accomplish the task. And I, of course, saw the everybody's talking about, why the hell would you bring a kid with you? Apparently, they rescue a family. And I guess you kind of see a bit of it in a trailer. They rescue, I believe, like an indigenous family somewhere, or a family that's traveling on one of these islands, because it's somewhere in the Caribbean, I believe. Something of the sort, something along those lines, and that's why they have a kid on the boat. So they're not just bringing a kid in this dangerous ass mission, which would be stupid. But I think the idea of it is pretty damn cool. I like that they're going back to horror. It doesn't necessarily scare me in the trailer. I feel like the scariest things are going to be from that humid. Is that humid? A human dinosaur hybrid? A humidosaur? The human dino. That is where the horror, the scariness, the thriller. I feel like the dinosaurs are always thrillers, so you always have that kind of just overbearing kind of doom near you because there's a giant carnivorous reptile just flowing and following you everywhere you go. The human dino hybrid is going to be where I feel like they add that scariness. Y'all with me? Yay, nay? Land of the Lost. I'm not sure, Traveler, but maybe we will know sooner than later. Not sure. Xenomorph Rancor, Alex. No thanks. Like that's kind of exactly what it feels like. And also, good luck to Sarah. Yes, good luck, Sarah. They're literally stealing Enoch from the Land of the Lost. Does it have pylons in Paku too? Like Land of the Lost, the Will Ferrell, Danny McBride film. Pylons are like the crystals, right? I love that movie. It's so dumb, but I just love it. It's so bad. It's one of those like guilty pleasure films. TV series. I never watched the TV series. Okay. Are those the same thing or based off the same idea? It's a 5-season show. I'm gonna have to add that to the list. It's like Star Trek, the original series from the 70s. Oh no shit. That's really cool. Uh, I might have to do that. That sounds fun. Well, okay. I've rambled about the trailer a little bit. Yay, nay. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, Y or an N, yes or no, on if you like the trailer or not. Has anyone been watching Dexter Original Sin? No. I think my roommate was considering it. Not the Jurassic loving roommate, the other one. Because he's a big Dexter guy. Has become a big Dexter guy, I believe. I've always loved Dexter. I watched the original series and loved the original series. I even like season 7 and a good chunk of season 8. I feel like, but yeah, 6 and then the ending not so much. I never watched New Blood, so I don't know. I've been let down by Dexter too many times now. That's exactly how I feel. I just couldn't do New Blood, and I don't feel like people like the ending of New Blood. Didn't seem like so. Well, sorry, Dexter. Casting was spot on for Dexter or for Jurassic World, because I thought the Jurassic World Rebirth casting was excellent. I did just see there's a new Dexter coming. Oh god, that's right. Are there 2 new shows? Anyway, Rupert Friend, ScarJo, and Mahershala Ali are a perfect leading trio for this. You got your kind of scientist guy that is going to have to come into more of his own than being a scientist, photographer, whatever he is, slash businessman, slash historian, whatever he is. ScarJo seems like a mix between Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard in a lot of ways. If I had to just boil it down to simplicities, obviously we haven't seen the character or whatever, but just from what we've been shown in the trailers, that's kind of where my brain's at there. Mahershala Ali, though, he seems a little bit more like a fresh character here, almost like Bob Peck-esque in the original OG Jurassic Park. Maybe with a little bit of Chris Pratt and Vincent D'Onofrio from Jurassic World. I'm a fan. And Mahershala Ali is easily one of my favorite working actors right now. So give me the goodness. Please give me the goodness. I don't know if any of them will die. If they do, I think it would be Mahershala Ali that does. Just because he doesn't typically sign on for more than one film. But maybe he's been pissed off in Marvel and wants a couple extra dollars in his pocket because, hey, I like to have myself a nice big franchise that pays for the bills while I can go and do the movies I'd like to do. Blade's not really doing it the way I thought it was going to be doing. Marvel dropped the ball with me a few times. Let me try a little Jurassic World. So maybe it's written in his contract where he can't die for now or something like that, and maybe he does live. I'd love to see him continue, but he would be the one person out of that big trio that I would not necessarily expect to come back. ScarJo and Rupert Friend. Rupert Friend, I think, would be your second least likely to return. ScarJo, she's come back. She said, sorry, Marvel, y'all screwed the pooch as well. So Jurassic World it is. Because there's not been a Jurassic World movie, I believe, at all, including all 3 Jurassic Parks. Because no. The second 2 did. If you change inflation rates and everything like that, I believe they made nearly $1 billion. I don't think they made $1 billion, but I know if you change the inflation, the first one technically did, and all 3 of the Jurassic Worlds have. I'll watch anything with dinos in it. Dino Bake Off, Dino NCIS, Dino Trek. I'd watch them all. Is Ian Malcolm in it? I don't think they put any of the don't tempt them. I don't think they've teased any of the original cast in there. Just the original island. I don't remember seeing anything in the trailer. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. But I don't believe so. I don't think so. Yeah. I think they're getting too old now. I'm kind of with you. They're great, but it's just not It's not what it used to be. They're all fantastic. It's just it feels not contrived isn't the right word either, but they're running out of ideas. It's the easiest way to say that. Yeah, I don't know. Jeff Goldblum is timeless. Jeff Goldblum's 32. He's 32 at art. Jurassic Park and the Lost World were fantastic books. First movie was good, just not nearly as good as this book. Second Jurassic Park movie was pure shite. The rest of the films were okay. New one looks good. I don't mind the second movie. But the Lost World book it makes a lot more sense. I want Jurassic Park and Dominic Toretto crossover, the Fast and the Furious Sword. Goldblum would make a good Doctor Who, just from what I know about Doctor Who, which is not a whole bunch. I'm with you. Mark, you're our resident Doctor Whovian here. What would you say? The original cast would be as old as the dinosaurs? That's the damn truth. Okay. I've got our original 4 cast members here. Let me go ahead and bring this tier list back up. Fossils. Let's go ahead and add them. I guess I do need to add them. Oh, did I not save this one? There it is. Okay. Shall we begin the debates? I know this. This is Unix. Ariana would be great. He's not British, but I could see it working not terribly. The island is the Caribbean and is in the Caribbean and not in the Muertos archipelago for some reason. That took a second. But yeah. Okay, well, we've got the tier list up here. Where are we putting our OGs? Where are they going? Are they going S tier? A tier? I don't know if any of them are going to be below A tier. Sarah said Daniel is S tier. Let's start with old Dr. Daniel Jackson, the guy that opened the Stargate and got that thing moving and grooving. Does he belong in S tier? S. Okay. I'm with y'all. What do you think, an S for Daniel? I'm pretty happy with him there. Archipelago is Harris's word of the week. Thank you, Alex. I needed a good one for this one. Archipelago. I've got it down now. It's not going out. I said it once. It's staying. We're solid. We're good now. It just took a second to get there the first time. And now we need to incorporate it as often as possible. But yeah. Let's do our next guy. Richard Dean Anderson, Mr. Jack O'Neill. Where is he? I mean, he's intelligent, more intelligent than he likes to let on. He is a very capable leader. He's also got ancient DNA. He's got a lot going for him. He's not necessarily like your. I could see reasons why people might try to put him in A. But I'd personally say S. Traveler says S. Anybody else? What are we thinking? Kratos is S tier. He's got to be. What are we thinking though, Jack? Because I could see it's reasons for Teal'c being an A tier as well. But also leader of essentially a civilization, or 2 or 3 or 4 at this point. I don't know how many civilizations you would count the Jaffa as. Personally, I would put all 4 as S tier. Would y'all agree with me? Or nah? Yeah or nah? What are we feeling? Just got on. What are we rating? Currently, we're rating just the Stargate teams, the best of. Actually, let me move this big old thing so you can read it a little bit better. But yeah, just the best of Stargate teams currently. Where would they be? Sure. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and add Cam Mitchell and Vala Malduran. Oh, Cam Mitchell. Oh, all the really. Oh, Cam and Mitchell from Modern Family. That's why it's coming up. Cam Mitchell SG1. Vala SG1. No, not save link. Save image. Nope, won't let me do that. Save image. Claudia Black. Vala. Okay, where are we going to put Cam and Vala, y'all? Come on, S is literally for SG1. The Farscape Chronicles. S being the best? Yes. All S. Cool. Okay, let's get these things uploaded real quick, and we will put Cam and Vala on here. Do they belong in S alongside the rest of SG1? And while we're deciding that, let me go ahead and put Jonas Quinn. Original SG1, yes. Cam and A. Vala, solid A. Okay. Quinn for the win. Yeah, let me go ahead and add him in here real quick. Background remover. Okay, let's start with Cam. Cam was our second true team leader of the bunch. Is he S tier? Is he A tier? Is he B tier? Where would we rank him? It almost looks like he's sitting on a toilet with the way that put him out. Vala is B at best. See, I thought Vala might be ranked as a B for some folk. Quinn for the win. So A, S. I would put Jonas Quinn as an S. I could see why people would put him as an A or B. Jonas is a B, Keith says. Cam is B. David says all A's. We got all over the board. What are we thinking? What are we thinking? Let's do Cam first. Cam first. Everybody put your votes in for Cam. A, S, B. Orland, Sean Patrick should count. I guess kind of for a little bit, but for B for Cam, A for Cam, put Shepard in a new tier and name it later. He's going to be in an S tier no matter what. Keith says A. So we have 2 A's and a B for Cam. Modest says A or B. So we've kind of got 2. We'll stick it. David, Keith, and Modest all say A. So 3 A's. How often do you get a chance to have Indiana Jones in your team? Good point. This is like the episode with the tour guide lady, and here's SG1, though not my favorite team. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Like, actually, though. It's looking like he's an A. Let's put him in A. Let's go ahead and solidify. Jonas Quinn is an A. Jonas Quinn, excuse me. Cam Mitchell is an A. He's in the middle of Dr. Daniel Jackson. Now, let's do Vala. Where's Vala? We've got our resident Joker that also was a host and queen of Gua'uld and Jaffa. She's kind of a badass at times, kind of a goofball at other times. S because she's just so hot. A, is this for Vala or is this for I believe that would have been for Cam, huh? Solid A. Well, I think she's a really good character. I could see why people would vote her in as B. I'm happy with her as A or B. Vala Maldoran, where are we, y'all? Where are we going to put her? Where are we going to go? We've got an S. We've got an A. We've got another A. There's two A's and an S. Safety guy is an S. Yeah, A is a safe bet. Okay, so Traveler went to an A, so that's three A's. I think three A's is going to beat anything that we're going for, unless we get a bunch of votes in right now. Let's go ahead and toss her into A. She's right there with Cam. Okay, Jonas. I would put him as an S tier. He is the replacement, the obvious replacement for Daniel Jackson, and works effectively as so for a while, but definitely becomes his own character and starts to grow as his own character. The coolest thing I feel about him is that he's got this really neat ability. He's got a really neat brain. Not an ability, I guess. He's got a neat brain that he can learn things faster. I feel like if he would have stuck with the team could have maybe gotten further faster as well. And if there would have been a time when maybe they could have done Daniel Jackson and Jonas Quinn a little bit more, that would have been really, really fun to see. Really fun to see. Are you suggesting alien conspiracy? Definitely S tier. Okay, we got a B. They got an S and two A's. I'd say S. That's two S's, two A's, and a B. Do we have a tiebreaker? Anybody want to be our tiebreaker anywhere? If you say Jonas is other than an A tier, you get a timeout, LOL. Lengara was the key to Destiny's salvation. Yeah. We got two S's, two A's, and a B. Anybody want to be our tiebreaker here? Anybody want to be our tiebreaker? If there's another B, we'll move it down to A because that's just like, it pushes things into a median, maybe would be the best way to say that. Anybody? We got 20 folks in here just about. Somebody give us the magic A, B, or S. Or C or D. We got other options as well. Anybody? Jonas should have ended up on Destiny for sure, and Lou Diamond. Oh, that would have been freaking great. Jonas with Robert Carlyle would be really cool. And Eli. Yeah, I don't know why we couldn't get stuff like that. I'm going to go ahead and start getting some people from SGA on here. While we decide on A. Alex said A. Cool. A techno nerd drama of the week. We'll go ahead and put Jonas in A. He has solidified himself in A tier. SG1's OGs are all S, and their replacements and I guess replacements are all A tier. After that, so far I've got where are my uploads? There we are. Shepard and Taylor. Where would we put them? Shepard is an easy freaking A tier for me. I mean, not A tier, excuse me, S tier. Taylor, I'd probably put it in A tier. What are we thinking? Rodney. Now I need what is Rainbow Sun Frank's character? Rainbow Sun Franks. Is his real name not Rainbow Sun Franks? Yeah, it is Rainbow Sun Franks. SGA. Aiden Ford, of course. Of course. SGA, and the last one is Ronan, SGA. So, what are we deciding, y'all? That's cheating. You said A, no takesy backsy. Ford. Thank you. Both S. Okay. His and Ford. Okay, let's go ahead and put let's say John Shepard. Where is he? Is he S tier? Is he A tier? I'm totally saying S tier, so I'm going to put him here preemptively. But what say y'all? Let's go ahead and get an actual like tally of votes on and toss him on here. And while we're doing that, let me get our remaining 3. S plus. Hey, Carson Beckett. I will put Beckett on here. That's a good one. He's super S. Woolsey as well. Ooh, Woolsey. Okay, we'll put that. Shepard S. Okay, we'll go ahead and just put Shepard on S while we're thinking about it. Cool. Now, Taylor's next. Where are we going to put Taylor? And while we're getting Taylor up, I will go ahead and get Woolsey and Elizabeth Weir. There we go. I was like, don't forget everybody's names while we're trying to think of everybody's names real quick. So Woolsey and Weir. So Weir and Woolsey. So what are we thinking? Taylor. Yeah, because I guess Woolsey is technically an SGA member at that point, which is kind of neat. It's the first time he's actually been a true member of any of them. Woolsey SGA. Which means we should go ahead and go back and do Don Davis. Commander Hammond. Or Commander Hammond. General Hammond, of course. Taylor's an S tier. Major Hammond. There we go. Shepard S, S plus, S, Ford's a B. S plus and S were both for Taylor. Anyone who says less than S for Ronnie needs to leave the chat. Taylor's an S tier. Okay, we're putting Taylor in S tier. Hell yeah. She's literally a leader of her people. She's smart. She's capable, badass warrior and fighter. Helps everybody in battle. Perfect. So out of the main 3, let's go ahead and put Rodney. Where are we going to toss McKay on here? S, A. You know I'm putting him as A if I have to choose. But we all decide. What are we thinking? And she has little red DNA. That's very true. Taylor is an S tier. McKay is S. Woolsey is S. When I'll feed him through. McKay is S. Rodney S. Yeah, there's no way he's not. Let's be real. It's frickin' Rodney. It's frickin' Rodney. Okay. Before we get to Ronan, let's go ahead and do Ford. Our little the black sheep of the family. The one that kind of got away. It literally got away, I guess, like once or twice in the show. Lieutenant Aiden Ford. I can't put him as an S. Is he A, B, or C? Rod started at the C and got better over time. I agree, Chris. I didn't like him at first, but he totally works well with SGA, and he worked well with SG1 when he got kind of the hang of everything. Ford is a D? David. Wow. Colonel Frank Simmons is and Senator Kinsey. Oh. Well, yeah, so we'll get to that later. There's too much going on. Yeah, started as a C. D, or where are we putting Ford? Ford is a B. Ford was a bit of a crybaby. I'm kind of with you. He never really, until he left and like had crazy things happened to his character, I didn't really feel like he was all that good. I'd put him in a B. Oh, we have 2 Ds. Wow. 2 Ds, 2 Bs. Wow. Anybody? Ford's a B, 3 Bs and 2 Ds. How do you rank the villains? We had some really good ones. That would be another really good day of something like this. Oh, Zelenka would be fun. So Ford's a B. Let's go ahead and put him in B. That kind of solidifies him there. He is our first member of the B tier. So, Ronan Dex, Mr. Jason Momoa. You know him, you love him. But where would you place him in this tier list? Oh, yeah. I got Hammond's photo here. S. No. Really, chat, McKay? My family skips those episodes. Oh, no. But Ronan, what are we feeling, Ronan, y'all? I'm putting them in S if I have an option. That's my opinion, and I love me some Ronan. It's Jason Momoa. It got the dude going, and it's such a cool character. Like, as badass a character as you can kind of get. Where S? Oh, well, that's all. Cool. Let's put him in S. That's easy. We'll get to Hammond in a minute. Let's go ahead and go a little backwards here. Woolsey. Where are we going to put Woolsey? Richard Woolsey himself. I want Ronan on my team for sure. That's the damn truth. Aquaman on Atlantis, is that ironic or what? You know? I just love the guy. S for Woolsey? Wow, Woolsey is an A tier. I'd give him a B tier if I'm being honest, because he works himself in from like a solid. He stays solid CB forever and is just a really good recurring kind of character. He's a good foil for everybody. I could see why you'd put him as an A. It just doesn't. If he had another season, I'm sure I'd put him as an A. I don't know if I saw him and liked it, but he earned it. He earned a lot. Where are we going to solidify? A or B, I feel like. We got 1, 2, 3 A's, 2 B's, including myself. In SG1, he's a C, but in Atlantis, he grows into an S. So where would you land, Quest? Would that be an A or a B out of that? Woolsey character developed the most? That's the thing that ingratiates me the most towards him, of course. B. Woolsey B. B. I think he's B. I think that puts him as B. I like him a lot, especially when he takes charge of Atlantis. If not an S, then an A. Okay. Well, Brain Pain moved to a B. David says A, so that's 1. Joey and David A. Brain Stanley, myself is B. Quest is an A, so that's 3. Gig says 4. B. Traveler says A, so that's 4. Brain Pain, we said B for that. Alex said B. Okay, cool. We're 5. 5-4. We'll go ahead and say Woolsey's a B tier then. Very freaking close. He's the top of the B tier. That would be the case. And if that is the case, I'm going to go ahead and... Sorry, y'all. I'm putting Jonas to the front of the A tier then. But yeah, Woolsey would definitely be the top of the B tier if he's in the B tier. Now, where are we putting Weir? There are times where I feel like she could be in a very close S, but I feel like she fits in A or B more so. By the end, she's more of a B character. She starts off so strong, though. I feel like she's an S, then I think she's an A. Okay. I can see that. I'd probably go A to B if I were. Okay, Brain Pain says B. Gig says A. So we've got 2 A's, 2 B's. David's a third B there. Jonas and Langara in the Stargate universe would be awesome. Doesn't have to save the galaxy, but really could go places. That's the damn truth. So we got 3-2 on 3-3. Okay, so A or B so far. If Weir's an S, where's Hammond? Are you putting Weird in S, Icarus? I'd put her as a B personally, just from where she ends, and I guess that's where I voted myself. So we're at 3 A's, 3 B's. We're A, Hammond S. Ooh, 5 A's, 5 A's. That means that's her. She's in the A's. She's made it. Well, what about the order? Would we change the order, or should we think about that in a second and just go ahead and move on to? Should I just go ahead and set them here, just in case? Just in case we decide to move them elsewhere. Hammond is an S. Where are we putting Hammond? Hammond. He's an S tier for me, baby. You know, Hammond is for sure an S. He has a ship named after him. That's the damn truth. Yeah, no, I'm with you. S. Yeah, he's got to be an S. Okay, I've just downloaded Carson Beckett, and oh my God, Taro Rothery plays Dr. Janet Fraser. Thank you. Thank you, Brain, for working. SG1. Oh, look, that's a cool one with her holding a gun. I'm saving that one. Janet Fraser. Dr. Janet Badass. Did we change her name? Where are we going to put Dr. Janet Fraser? Where does she belong? Oh, no, it took the gun out of it. It was so cool. S-A-B? I can see reasoning for all three. What say you? Oh, let me highlight her again. Excuse me. Do we add Sam's dad, Jacob Carter? No, let's not do him. These are just close enough where they're with the team all the time. Mayborn, I wouldn't add Mayborn either necessarily. Janet was an S. A. I think I'd put her an A. I'd put her an A overall if I had to. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 A's and 1 S. Any others? 4, 5 A's now. 1 S. I think she's going to be right there with Dr. Weir. Hey, both the doctors next to each other. Now, Dr. Carson Beckett. Oh, I love Beckett. 6 A's, cool. Yep. Beckett, though. I put him as an S. I really love Beckett's character. S for sure? Hell yeah. Okay. On the same thought process, where are we thinking, y'all? S, Gigwise 2? Cool. Man, Stargate Universe is so special. It's completely unspoiled by the modern treatment. Totally. I'm excited to get to the Stargate Universe stuff as well. I don't know if we should do all the freaking characters, but a whole bunch. Hammond should be at the beginning of S tier. I agree. It's just that might be too hard. We're not going to fiddle with all the different rankings realistically. That's too much. Both the original and the clone is S. Yes. He evolved so much. A. S for Scott. Hey, we're almost there. Original or clone? All the above, maybe. I think Beckett's succinctly an S from how excited we've been to put him there. And there he is. Who else? Let's go ahead and jump into real quick. What's her name? Oh, Beckett was a Scott. I see the Scott. Beckett also had an agent gene. Yeah, which was really cool. Who was she's married to Lexa Doig. What's her character's name? Dr. And Bo Bridges. Joel State as well. Good point. SGA. Alexa Doig, SG1. And then who was the last one that I need to do real quick? Let's go ahead and toss them in here. Jennifer Keller. Was there a third person we just named that I need to toss in there? It was both of them. And Landry, thank you. General Landry, Bo Bridges. I didn't realize Bo Bridges is Jeff Bridges' older brother. That's really cool. I had no idea. You can totally see it in the face and hear it in the voice, but I never put two and two together. Landry, oh, I can't spell Landry. Landry SG1. Cool. Let's toss these guys in here. She was called Dr. Wellfit. Man, just need SG1 Atlanta just do the movie to wrap up so many loose threads. I know. I hope they don't go with a hard reboot. If they do, I'm gunning for a role on there. I'm gunning for a role on a not hard reboot as well, one way or another. But it's just none of us want a hard reboot. There's so much wonderful story to continue telling from what we already have that it would be a shame to see a hard reboot. I could see why the studio would do it. I can. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt any less if they do. But it would be a disservice to, I believe, the Stargate community. One that's had a lot of disservices given to them over the years. And shit, we're a film community online, so it's not like we're all that important or anything like that. But hell, this is a big old moneymaker for a lot of people across the world and a lot of jobs. Like, come on, just give us the goodness. Anyway, Dr. Jennifer Keller, what do we put her? Walter Harriman, the Chevron guy. I love Harriman and everybody like that. We'll keep it simple. What about Todd? Oh, I kind of want to do Todd. We'll do Todd, and then we're gonna go to SGA. Okay? Yeah, sound like a good plan there. SGU, excuse me. As I was typing in Todd SGA, I realized what I was saying there. Todd's my. I love McKay. I love a lot of characters. I love Ronan, but it might go Shepard than Todd. Like, I love Todd from freaking SGA so much. It's just such a cool character. I really like the idea of Michael as a character as well, but Todd just it's more cool. It hits my fancy. Evil, crazy, cool alien dude. Come on. Separate supporting Oscar game. Where are we gonna put Keller, y'all? Personally, as awesome as she is, I'd put her B tier. I just don't. She made a good mark as a character, but not as she's not a good field team member. She's as sweet as can be, but it really almost is just to like iron out the gruffness of everybody else in a way. B tier, agree. If we are doing bad guys and balls and S, oh yeah, I'd love to do bad guys another day. She developed into Rodney's girlfriend. That's kind of like that's why. B plus because Firefly. Quest said S. We know why you put S, Quest. Melvin, where are you actually putting her though? Let's go ahead and say B. It just makes the most sense. She's awesome. But and Lexa Doig. Where are we gonna put oh my god. Not Keller, Dr. What is her name? I never remember her name. Something Landry, Dr. Landry, but she had a different name because she was married, right? At least meet halfway and give her an A. Nobody else said A, Quest, or S. Everyone said B. So it just makes sense. Dr. Lamb. Okay. Where are we putting Dr. Lamb, Miss Lexa Doig? Mrs. Michael Shane, excuse me. Where are we going to put the new Doctor? What are we thinking? I'll be honest, I'm putting her in C tier. Joey says B, Quest is C, 2 C's and 1 B. Personally, I'd put her in C tier. I like her a lot, just didn't make a much of a mark. Stanley C. That's 4 C's and a B. 5 C's and a B. Yep, she's C tier. Sorry, Alexa. Amazing actress. Just didn't get the right amount of time to shine. General Landry himself, Mr. Beau Bridges. She came along too late. I think that's the biggest thing there. But didn't get used enough. Agreed, Quest. She didn't get used enough. General Landry, Mr. Beau Bridges himself. Where are we going to put him? Quest says A. I agree. I'd put him as a solid A. If he was there for at least one more season, he'd be an S in my book. S. Oh, we got an S. S on Andromeda. What about this one, Gigwise? We got A, S. I think he did for a little bit. 2 more A's, so 3 A's and an S. I'd put him as an A as well, so 4 A's and an S. He's going to end up being an A just with that track record already. But that makes sense. I really like Landry. He's another character. Came in late. If he didn't come in so late, he'd probably be an S tier. He's just so cool. He plays it well. He plays off everybody very well, and he's a Bridges. I think it's why. He was great, but no Hammond. I also agree that he was no General Hammond. He's movie material. Always felt awkward. Yeah, I can see why you'd say it that way. He did feel more like movie version if they had to do a movie version of Hammond or something. But I really did like him as a character overall. Yeah, but hey, let's toss Todd up in here. Where are we going to put Todd? I'd put him at the S tier. He is kind of the perfect guy overall. You know, to keep moving. As a villain, I am a big fan. Oh no, I'm clicking on the wrong thing. Save image. I'm downloading all of our SGU folks right now. And now checking the chat. What are we thinking? Villain and friend, Todd is an S. You convince me S? Hell yeah. Why do I have to think Neil before Todd? Too much supernatural. S? Todd earned S tier. Todd is an A. Todd is an SA. Ooh, SA, no, AS. There we go. I was about to say. Todd's an A, enough episodes to make an S. Todd A, not enough episodes to make an S. Okay. 1, 2, 3 A's and 3 S's, 4 S's including myself, and 2 A's. Where's Michael? We can put Michael in here as well. Let's toss Michael. Let me go ahead and Google him real quick, just because that is an easy put in there. Mr. Connor Trenier himself. Oh, Charles Tripp Tucker the third. Michael SGA. Save that. And let's go ahead and bring him in here. So Todd, S tier. He's an S tier. Okay, Michael's a villain. Todd is also a hero that teams up with our team. Michael Tucker. Michael's a villain. He doesn't ever team up with our guys. He'd be on a villain team list. Let's save Michael for villains. I need Camille Ray and Linda Park, I guess. I'll just do Camille Ray. I don't think we'll do Linda Park. But let me go ahead and put Eli, Young, Telford, Tamara, Matthew Scott, and Rush in here. Let's start with Eli. That is an easy start. Go ahead and toss everybody over here that's not ranked. Eli Wallace. Where's Eli? He teamed up a few times. He's top friend of me. Well, he was never really a friend, is the thing. Todd also played as Taylor's head of her people. I hope that makes sense. If you're doing friendly enemies, then Lord Yu should be in there. Well, yeah, he never like teamed up as like part of the team though. Like Todd actually went on missions with the team, you know. Ball was pretty frenemies with a pernicious streak. Yes, he was. Ball was just evil with a smirk and a sense of humor. Excuse me. Eli Keith says A. Eli A or B. Stanley's Modest Traveler says S. Oh, we should put Zelenka on there. I'll put Zelenka, David, in just a second. But real quick, Eli. So far, 2 A's. I'm going to put myself with an A for Eli as well. So 3 A's, 1 S. 2 S's, 2 S's, 3 A's. Let me type Zelenka real quick. Zelenka SGA. 3 S's. Zelenka's definitely a tier. Sorry, Eli is an S. I misspoke. Eli S. Oh, well, that puts him in S tier. Okay, let's toss him up there. S tier is about to have to start overlapping, or I guess I'm just going to have to space them out correctly. Our OG4. Shepard. Taylor. McKay. Ronan. Beckett. Todd. General Hammond himself. And Eli Wallace so far. That's a pretty damn good crew, I'd say. Oh, let me... a little bit further that way so we have everybody just spaced better. Cool. Yeah, let's do Rush next. Rush is our next genius here. How are we feeling on Rush? Oh, excuse me. Let's do Beckett real quick. Or not Beckett, excuse me. Zelenka. Where are we putting our man, the myth, the legend, Zelenka? B? I think Zelenka's a solid B. A? I could see A or B. David says A or S. So we have 2 A's, 3 A's, and a B. 2 B's and 3 A's, we'll say it. Because I'm with you, Quest. I love Zelenka. He's just not... I want to put him as an A. I just don't think he's an A character necessarily. So 1, 2, 3, 4 A's and 2 B's. It's kind of an A. I think he's an A. I think that solidifies him there. Let's go ahead and toss him in there. Anybody switch up in there? Nope. All right, booyah. Now, let's do Mr. Mr. Rush himself, Robert Carlyle. Mr. Gold S next to Eli. I agree. He's a total S for me. That's 3 S's. That puts him in a pretty good chance of getting up there. One of my favorite Stargate characters in general. So I'm gonna go ahead and just keep him big too. Another S? Yeah, he's an S. Okay, that solidifies that. He's an S tier. All right, let's do the head of the military, Everett Young. Where are we gonna put Colonel Young? Great actor, but the character's a bit of a ugh. Rush made you angsty, but drove the story. He was already A for SGU. Agreed. A. Young was B. A or S. Ooh. Well, that's an A. So 3 A's. I'm with you, Joey. I'm kind of a B on him, if I'm being honest. He. I think it's as much as I love the actor. I can't remember his name off the top. Louis Ferreira, I believe, is his name. I think Young is one of the worst written characters he's ever played, and I think most of that is due to the Seeing Stones. I do like him and Telford having the kind of back and forth, but Lou Diamond was better in my opinion, way better. But that's that's just A, and a B. So 2 A's, 2 B's. Who's our tiebreaker? Who is our tiebreaker for Young? We need one more. A, B, S, C. Icarus says B. All right, Young's going B. Let's do it. B tier. There we go. That's a little bit better there. Hey, because we just talked about him, let's go ahead and toss Telford in here. Colonel Telford. Colonel Telford. Yep. Where are we going to put him? For me, I would also put him as a B, but he had more potential to be an A. Traveler says S. Wow. Quest is C for Telford. So we've got an S and a C. Telford is S to me. I'd put him as an A or a B. I don't know if he was there enough. Season 2, he's totally an A. Joey, we'll do Camille last. I don't like him at all, though, but he played a vital part. All right, B. So we've got an S, 2 S's, a C, and a B. I'm gonna say A because I love Lou Diamond Phillips. 2 S's, an A, a B, and a C. S technically wins. David S again, but I could be blinded because I love all things he's done. Agreed, though. That's kind of my thought. 3 S's, an A, a B, and a C. He was their Hammond. Yeah. We're putting Telford in beautiful S tier. Just in case we need a little bit more room. Now, let's do Tamra Johnson, the local doctor on the Destiny. Where's Tamra? Or Tamara? Is it Tamara or Tamra? I think it might be Tamara. What are we thinking? Oh, and what is Chloe's name again? And we need Chloe. SGU, Camille Ray, and oh, come on, Mr. Angry all the time. Why am I blanking? What's his name? Come Oh, what's his name? Why am I going crazy? Greer. Thank you. And Armstrong, Chloe Armstrong. There we go. He was designed as A tier, but kind of B tier in reality. Oh, I guess that was still talking about old Telford. Where are we gonna put Tamara though? Where are we gonna put Tamara or Tamara? What are we thinking there? D? Oh, damn. See, I'd put him in B tier. C or B for me. Quest says D, and David says B. We've got a D and a B. I'd put him in B, C, and A. Oh, we're not talking about Greer. I keep seeing Greer. We're talking about Tamara. Tamara Johnson. Getting my mind straight here. Hold up. Her performance was A tier, but the stories didn't. Well, the LS story was good. Better make her a C. We've got a D, a B, an A, a C, a C, and a C. Oh, wow. That's more C's than anything else. She lost a child and got ALS. She was A tier. You know what? I'll be a tiebreak. Oh, Stanley also said C. She was terrible for me, a C. Oh, I was about to say, let's do a B tier just to be a tiebreaker. But that's too many C's. Hey, I appreciate you, Tamara. I do. But there just wasn't enough to do. Scott. Where are we going to put Scott on here? How are we feeling? Lieutenant James Scott, I believe, right? Chloe, Camille, and Greer. Now we've got them on here at least. But Scott is who we're talking about right now. Where are we going to toss him? Why is she in B? That's a good point. I didn't mean to do that. My bad. That was my bad. All right. James Scott. Scott was A tier. B for boring character. A. He was a good second banana. He supported Eli. A. A because you were saying C for Tamara. So A for Scott. We got one A, two A's, one B. Traveler already put an A. So two B's, two A's, three B's, two A's. Yeah, but it was dumb fun. I'd put him as a B. I like the character. I don't like many of the individual stories, I feel like, in a lot of the characters for SGU, but overall the show works so damn well once it actually starts going. I like the overarching story so much, but I think that kind of solidifies him as B, huh? Same with Chloe, she's a B as well. I'd agree with you there. Would y'all? Does she stay in B right there with them? With Scott and Young? It's kind of makes sense to me. As great of a character as she is, two B's, three B's there. Okay. You put Eli in A. Scott had to be a B. Eli's an S. Eli got enough S votes. I would have put him in an A. Yeah, Scott's a B. Chloe, agree, B. That's okay. So she's a B. Everyone agrees. How about Greer? How about Ronald Greer, our resident roughhouseian here? Greer is solid A. Greer started as a D for me just because that character just purposely grinds your gears, but I think he's an A character. I kind of agree with you. I could see him kind of settling out as a B, but Malevolent Roadhouse Brawler, yeah. David says B. Okay, we've got an A and a B. I'm with you as A. Two A's and a B. I just feel like his character had he had more growth than anybody else there and showed how good his acting could be. Even though his character was almost like a Joffrey, like you don't want to watch him, but you can't help but watch him. It was just he did a very excellent job in doing that. But it looks like he's a B. Everyone's kind of agreeing with B. I can see it. I can see it because, like I said, he started off as a freaking D character for me, so I'm glad that he rose his way up to an A character personally for me. But B's more realistic. Camille Ray. Looks like the Bees have it. Definitely. Camille Ray. Ming Na, as she was titled back then, but Ming Na win. D? What's a D? Oh no. I'd say C. I love Ming Na Wen so much. I guess she was even doing Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or about to do Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. right around this time period. Conniving HR person, like actually though. She's got some of the best personal stories, I feel like, in the show, like emotionally good stories that push the character and not necessarily the story forward, but allow her emotional state to push the story forward when she comes back to the Destiny from her Sting Stones. But didn't she lead the mutiny? She did lead the mutiny. Or at least with a heavy-handed leader in it. I just don't think she rises above C. She very closely gets to B, in my opinion. But if we were ranking this, I would put her at the top of the C list in that way. But yeah, she ground my gears like sandpaper. Yeah. Didn't like her D. We got two Ds, a C. I'm putting a C. Wait, is that no? Okay. Joey, do you have an actual letter? She was a grating character. She was more grating than Greer a lot of time, because Greer was that grating that you just couldn't not look at. Where Camille, you're like, okay, is the next scene going to be here soon? Although, again, I like her stories. It just, yeah. C, D. Oh wow, I think that pushes the D's over though. That is our first D. Sorry, Camille. Sorry, Mina Win. Good thing I chose the sad photo for. That's pretty sick, though. That's a good list. Are we happy with this list? Did we miss anybody? Oh. You know who else I did? I saw her. James. Let's put James in there. She's a major character in a lot of ways. And I guess we could also put Vogel, SGU, and Brody, SGU. Oh, not Vogel. That's not who I meant. Doctors on SGU. Oh, smart people. Smart characters, SGU. Well, it's Adam Brody and what's the other guy's name? I thought it was Brody SGU. There were so many of them. Lorne from SGA. Hey, okay, Lorne's a good one. We'll do Loker. Loker. I still saw Volker. That's who I was thinking of. We won't put him. But yeah, Grodin. Is that who I'm not thinking of? Grodin SGU. Oh no. That's SGA. No, who's the blonde curly hair guy from SGU? I don't have the character name. But I've got the actor's image. Oh. There we go. Pressing the wrong buttons. Curly hair blonde guy was Volker. Okay, so I was right. I thought I was going crazy there for a second. But while we have the lovely James, Lieutenant James, right? Here, where would we place her? Brody was the dark-haired opponent to Rush who named Novus. Yes. But where would we put Miss? Almost said Young. Miss James herself. See. Yeah, I'd put her as a C. B for press. B though. She got some really good stories at certain points that I might put her as B, but I think C. Miss Impressive. Lauren, that's who I was thinking of, or that's who I forgot to think of. Too tight there for half a second. Evan Lauren. I didn't realize his name was Evan. Major Lauren. So I guess C. We'll stick with C for Young. For Young, excuse me. For James. How about Volker? Before we go to Brody, where are we going to toss Volker in here? He's smart. He's handy. He frustrated the hell out of Rush a lot, but he also was very helpful. Not as helpful, I guess, as Brody. Not as helpful as Eli. He was kind of the fourth string of them all. Volker. What are we thinking? I'd honestly give him a C. Volker, I'm giving a C. What about y'all? Volker himself. Volker was a B. The C list is full of beautiful women. Bad writing with beautiful women sometimes, sadly. One day we'll see. Hopefully they can combine the two like they do with the wonderful Taylor and Samantha Carter and everybody up top. I'm disgusted with you, Harris. There's an S that's missing. Who? But also, real quick, Volker. Volker was B. B or C for Volker, y'all? What are we thinking? What are we thinking? We got the options. The D's or the C's. Volker's a C. I'm with you. I'm with you. Two C's. Volker gave a kidney. He did, didn't he? Volker was, I think there's only one B for Volker. We'll go ahead and just toss him at C. Now, how about Brody? The foil to Rush. Where would we put Brody? Brody's a C, according to Joey. So we've got one C. I'd put Brody as a B if I had to do it. Master Sergeant Siler. Yeah, Siler and Harriman, we already said we weren't going to do Quest. But I do love them. If they were there, they'd be S's. Brody has an comedic relief. Stanley says C. Brody's C. Okay. Brody's a B. Inept. Well, he's an inept Zelenka, mostly comedic relief. I don't think he's inept at all. I think he's probably completely on par with Zelenka. I think Zelenka would be making the same moves that Brody would be making on the Destiny. And Rush would probably be pissed off at Zelenka the same way. Yeah, someone already mentioned him, Walter from SG1. We've got, is that 2 C's and 2 B's? 2 C's and 2 B's. Anybody else? What are we thinking? Brody C. Oh, you already voted, though, I believe. Do you think Rush tips Rodney and Science dance off? Give me one more. We're still at 2 B's, 2 C's. Anybody? Who wants to be our tiebreaker? A, B, C, D, E, F, S? Where are we? What would you rank, Dr. Adam Brody? C! Alex has broken the ties. And Brody's officially with his buddy Volker down here in the C tier. Now, Evan Lorne, who gets to control the SGU at some point. Where is he? I'd put him as a B. He is my favorite recurring side character in SGA in a big way. A? Everyone's putting him in as A? Hell yeah, A. Cool. I like that. Double A. Quest and Joey both said A. I'd put him as an A or B. If we're agreeing A, I'm with you. Who has the bigger ego, Rodney or Rush? Rush does, I think, because he's not even going to say he has an ego a lot of the time and just do it, where Rodney's insecure with it, if that makes sense. He's equal to Janet Frazier. Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah, let's put him as an A. Lauren gets an A. I like that. I don't want him to necessarily overtake Greer. I guess I can position him there. Did we miss anybody that is truly a team member and has gone out on missions in the field as a member of the Stargate teams? Anybody that y'all can think of? We got everybody in SGU, didn't we? You know what? I'm sure we have. What is bounty hunters from not bounty hunters from SGU, SGU Lucian Alliance members? What is the blonde guy again? Varro. Let's put Varro on there. Varro's a really good member. He's the only one that's truly a mainstay. He would totally still be alive and well with everybody, I believe. Varro. Where are we gonna put Varro? I can't really think of anybody else. Mark Duplo, yeah, same guy, huh? I'd honestly put this guy as, I'd like to put him as A tier. I don't think there's enough of him to put him as A tier. I'd put him as B. I could see why people would put him as C as well, though. He's one of the only people that have acted in both. They're all three SG1, SGA, and SGUs. But Eli's redhead girlfriend. Hey, that's a good point. Braytac as well, Quest. Excellent. Yeah, what is the redhead's name? I got her right here. I forget her name. Jin or Gin. Wait, didn't she die? Didn't she die? I guess that doesn't keep us from putting her on this list. Jin Oside. Oh god. What's your favorite gate? SG1 or SGA or SGU? My favorite looking gate is SGA Stargate. Oh, totally SGA. Jin is in the supercomputer. That's right. Okay. I was like, I remember her dying, but not like dying. Atlantis is both my favorite, and I like the gate the best as well. I really do like the SGU gate, but it's just not as fun as the SGA. So Jin and Braytak. Is Varro a solid B? Were we agreeing there, y'all? Varro B. SU is 2 steampunk ancient. I love it. Oh, Vala and Mitchell are up there. Vala and Mitchell are the tiny little A's. Here's Vala and here's Mitchell. They're just kind of hiding amongst everybody at this point. Hey, that's a little bit more visible. There we go. Varro, though. We down? Mitchell's an S. We were so close. We were talking Stargate, not Farscape. Varro's B. Catherine Monroe, if you had Jin. Yeah, she's in there. Mike Wolf, howdy, man. All these actors should have ended up in the MCU playing superheroes. Realistically, hell yeah. I agree. I totally agree. But yeah, Varro's a solid B. Let's go ahead and put Jin. Where are we going to toss Jin in there? Miss Supercomputer herself. The Destiny. Colin Cunningham scared from SG1. We can, yeah, we'll put all Colin, don't kill me. Why am I blanking? Major Davis. Because he does actually legitimately go out on missions with them multiple times. And I'll even put one of the ones with him in a badass suit on. And it's not really much of a badass suit. We don't get to see it. He's just wearing like SG1 attire. Jin is a great B character. I agree with Quest. That's 2. So 3 B's or 2 B's. And I'm with you. I'd almost put her as a C, but I like her developing into the computer. That 1.5 is a slow burn. Farscape's only got good after the wormhole engineer showed up. Interesting. Okay, let's add that last. So I think there's two B's and a. I'm saying C still though. Anybody else thinking anything? Jin, B, C, A maybe? Any other thoughts? And then we're finishing off with Braytak and Jin is a C. Okay, so 2 C's and 2 B's. Now we need a tiebreaker. Who shall be our tiebreaker on Jin here? C. Oh, well, Jin's a C. Damn. Okay, well, there we go. I just don't think she had enough story to truly put her as B. I think the character deserves B and would have deserved B continuing on. Like, she almost would have been the voice of the ship, in a lot of ways, which would have been really cool. We'll end on friend of the channel, Colin Cunningham. And let's go ahead and toss Master Braytak up here. Mike says C as well. Okay, that's a bunch of C's. Braytak. Should I just go ahead and put him up here? I mean, we know where he's going to go. I think I had to scoot Telford over a little bit, but we know where Braytak deserves to be. Is he going to be S? Joey says A! Quest is an S. 2 S's, 1 A, because I'm succinctly an S. Alex says A+, 2 S's, 2 A's, 3 S's, 4 S's, and 2 A's. Okay. I think that kind of solidifies him as S. Traveler says S. Okay, 5 S's. Yeah. Brit Texan S. Hey, 5-3. Bum. The S's have it. I agree. I think so. S's all day. Yeah. Okay, so let's end this thing. We were 2 hours and 2 minutes into this puppy. This stream that was kind of a little bit of nothing to start off because we were just kind of hanging out. But we've accomplished a lot this stream. Made a damn cool tier list and had some really good discussion along the way. Figured out how Fantastic Four are going to manage. We think we maybe have gotten pretty damn close. But where are we going to put Colin Cunningham's Major Paul Davis? Hey, I agree. A in Stargate, S in Falling Skies. Quest says D. No, I'd put him as A or B. I could totally see B or C being argued. I don't know about D though. Fantastic Indigestion. A. Okay, so 2 A's and 3 A's. 4 A's. Detail Waters says A as well. I think that's 5. 4. No, wait. 1, 2, and 3. 4 A's. Colin's a B. Braytax one of my favorites, so I'm biased. A. We're all with you, Mike. Okay, so 4 A's and a B. I think that's gonna kind of put him in this A category over here. Pretty well. A. We do a Kurtzman Trek versus Trek one. See, Juliet, I'm just not familiar with Kurtzman Trek at all yet, or the rest of Trek. All I've seen is the first season and a half of Star Trek Empire Enterprise, so I don't know enough yet to do that. But down the road, we could get Jamie or Greg or anybody to come do that. That'd be fun, though. Did I watch the new Spider-Man? I didn't. My roommate did, and I just don't have an interest. Okay, so everybody's looking like A. Lou Diamond Jr. He's Lou Gossett Jr. Who I don't know who Lou Gossett. Let me search that one. Oh! But he was just a Jaffa leader. I don't think he was actually a member or a team member. But Lieutenant Tyler from SG-1, actually, that's a good one. But only one episode. That's just going to be a D tier. We know that. But we can also do it for the sake of it. Is there one where he's an alien and a person next to each other? No. That would have been cool. Lieutenant Tyler SG-1. Yeah, for the sake of completion, we'll do that one. But yeah, it looks like Colin Cunningham's Major Paul Davis is in A, which I like to see. Oh yeah, okay, that's good. Knights Pantheon, well researched. You should save it. I'm going to save this and I'm going to post it on our community tab as well. When's the next Enterprise stream? I'd like to do one today. Honestly, I need to do laundry, so I need to do that first and probably cook some lunch and get a couple things done around the house. But after that, and once the evens kind of settled a bit, let's do it. You know. And I guess our final person is the 5th man, Lieutenant Tyler from Stargate SG-1. As fun as the character is and as awesome as the episode is, we do only see him once, and I would have loved to have seen the Ritu again. But we never get to see the Ritu again. Damn. Isn't he an alien? Yeah, he's the alien. Have you watched Battlestar Galactica? I have not. C tier, Alex says. Interesting. I do like the concept. Hey, anybody want to put him else? D tier is where I would put him, but anybody want to vote and outvote him into somewhere else? CB. What about Skinnier from the X-Files and the bald dude, both captains of spaceships? We could do Caldwell. I could see Caldwell. He's definitely there enough to place in here. I have so many things to watch. I know. Yeah, I would love more Ritu, more Furlings in general. But yeah. Let me go ahead and put Caldwell up here, and Caldwell will be our last guy if we cannot think of anybody else, and we'll call it a day after that. That's a pretty damn good list. Where are we going to put Caldwell though? He could be an A, B, or a C character. I think there's a lot of good reasons to put him in all three of those. C for Caldwell, or would that be C for Ritu? Tyler. Because the only Ritu I know now is Jeff, the guy who played the baby Ritu. I think we're friends on Facebook and follow each other everywhere now. It was really fun to do that Dial the Gate stream with him and all that. I think he was part of the winning team for the stuff. I don't remember, but it was a really good one. Jeff Golka, cool dude, very cool dude. B for Caldwell, B. C for Tyler, interesting. B, and do what Quest tells y'all. Hit that like button, please, please. Yeah, let's toss Caldwell and B. I feel like that's good. Damn, that is a solid list, y'all. Anybody else before we jump out of here? I think that's a pretty solid. Every character that has been a member of an SG team, even for a brief moment of time, for the most part. Yeah. I say that's pretty solid. How did we do? Y'all agree? Y'all fans of this one? I think it's a good one, a very good list. I think we managed well. But I guess that's kind of all I got. Yeah, it looks good. Hell yeah. Well, I think that is all for me for today. We do have, I don't think the Radical Wasteland this week, so we'll have some stuff for you next week, of course. Great list. Hell yeah. Good. Full send. I like it. Yeah, it looks good except for Ford. Where was Ford again? He was on the B, right? Yeah, he's on B. Where would you put Ford? Thumbs up. See ya. See ya, brother. See ya, Brain Pain. See everybody. But yeah, no Radical Wasteland this Friday, I don't believe. But if you are around on a Friday, you know where to catch us. We will see you soon this Sunday on Sci-Fi Sundays, of course. And if you ever want to go watch our interviews and debates, you know the playlist to go check out. Catch me later if you'd like to come join and watch some Star Trek Enterprise if you're a member. For our membership-only streams, those are a lot of fun. A lot of the times they're Quest and I, sometimes just myself. And then you got me singing goofy stuff alongside the Star Trek Enterprise theme song while it's still this goofy theme song. But yeah, there's always a lot of fun. I think besides that, we'll see you Sunday. That has been Stargate Outpost, y'all.